Good afternoon, everyone, and I hope by now the anxiety about results, whatever, where the results, passing, failing, everything has settled down. And now we're discussing a very important aspect. I did a video on the result day where I was explaining how the transition will work, and then I realized that a lot of students are not clear about how the unit scheme works. So that is what I'm going to explain in this video. If you find this video useful, please share it with your friends also, because I have answered more than 500 questions in the last 2 days about the unit scheme and the passing criteria. I'll take multiple different scenarios so that your scenarios are also covered. And on the safer side, if you want to get your specific scenario addressed, please drop a comment in the chat box. I will take them up and I will address them as well. And also towards the end, I'll be talking about what are the things you should keep in mind when you're writing in the new syllabus from the existing syllabus, what has changed at a broader level. Detailed syllabus changes we have already covered by the by the respective faculty videos that you can anyways have a look at it. If you want exemption related clarity, that I have already covered on 9th video. Today it is more about unit scheme, and I would like to clarify all your doubts as far as the unit scheme is concerned, so that your preparation is tension free. Okay, that is what my entire objective is. Do like the video if you find this useful. Now, as far as students who have written in the existing CA inter, that is this particular examination, your intermediate examination, or if you have written integrated professional competence examination, what we earlier used to call as IPC or IPCC, right? So IPCC I would call it rather. If you have written in IPCC or IPC, the previous one, that is students who have written in the 2017 syllabus and immediately previously applicable syllabus, for all of you, one thing that you have to keep in mind is the unit that is applicable to you, unit 2D. Means what? You have written sorry, I just selected the wrong one. Sometimes it also happens. Yes, unit 2D is applicable. My mistake. If you have cleared group 1 in the intermediate examination or the immediately preceding IPC examination, the scheme that is applicable to you is unit 2D only. No need to worry about your costing marks. No need to worry about what were your exemption in costing, what were your exemption in advanced accounting, nothing. If you have written in this attempt and if you have cleared group 1, that is accounting, law, cost accounting and financial management for IPC students, and cost and management accounting for inter students, and taxation, if you have cleared this paper, the entire group I mean, then you have to write unit 2D. Sir, I scored 16 costing. No, not relevant at all. If you have cleared the group, you have to write unit 2D. Now, the biggest doubt students are having is, sir, what will be the passing criteria? Now, please understand, this unit 2D itself is like a group. Unit 2D itself is like a group. So, you have to score 100 marks in aggregate out of 200. And each of the paper you have to score 40 each. Now, one more thing. Students who are writing unit 10 in the IPCC, from IPCC, in the IPCC setup, when you were writing unit 10, where you had exemption for both cost accounting and financial management and economics for finance, now you will not get exemption for financial management. Exemption is available only for cost and management accounting. You will have to write FM and SM. Now, a unique combination of students that has come up is, sir, we have cleared group 1. Group 1 pass. Group 2, I have exemption in EISSM, or I have exemption in FM Eco. In these two scenarios, the FM SM paper is exempt. You don't need to write. You just need to write audit. Sir, how many marks should I score? For audit, you have to score 40 because you already have exemption of 60 marks here, right? So you'll have to score 40 and you'll be declared pass. So that is one more thing that you have to keep in mind. So that is about people who are writing, who have passed group 1 and who have to write unit 2D. Please keep this in mind. It is unit 2D for the upcoming attempt, right? Now, the other unit that is relevant for all of you is unit 3. That is when you fall under this category. You have passed group 2 in the intermediate examination or group 2 in the earlier setup. You have to write unit 2D or unit 3 comprising of law, taxation, cost and management accounting. So a lot of students are confused. Sir, I cleared group 2. Then how will I write cost and management accounting? You will write under unit 3. So the two units which will be applicable to 99% of the students will be unit 3 and unit 2D. Sir, passing criteria, again I am repeating, for 2D 100 out of 200, for unit 3 150 out of 300. Any exemption that you have received in subjects of 2D and 3, that will be allowed to you, and with that you can peacefully write your examination. Now some scenarios could be there where you have exemption in FM Eco plus you have exemption in audit also. If you have exemption here, then this is also pass, this is also pass. Group 1 also if you have cleared, then you are not required to write any further papers in the May 24 exam. Now sir, now the bigger doubt is, sir, can I register for articleship now itself? If I remember, about 3 months back, one of our students had inquired with ICAI. They said after conversion you can start your articleship, but still let the conversion happen and please contact ICAI as to whether you should wait till May 24 attempt or whether you should, whether you are eligible to start your articleship if you have exemption in FM Eco and audit. And I feel sad about few students. Some of the students have scored 50 plus in audit and they have exemption in FM Eco 60 plus, right? Still they have not passed the group and they will have to write audit again in the next attempt and they will have to score the passing mark. So that is where, I think it is slightly unfair for the students. Same thing they have to write again in the subsequent attempt. So unit applicable 2D and 3. Exemption related discussion we already had in detail. So, you can go back and watch that video. Now, few things. Costing exemption for group 1 cleared. If you have cleared group 1, exemption in costing, this is not relevant. Exemption in advanced accounting, if you have cleared group 1, not relevant. So whatever marks you have scored in advanced accounting or costing, once you have cleared group 1, that is not relevant. If you have not cleared, then of course you will get the exemption in the respective paper. You can take that exemption forward. Now another question what students have is, can we have unlimited exemption? No. Unlimited exemption is there only for May 24 syllabus onwards, so May 24 examination onwards. So you will not have unlimited exemption. That is one thing, right? Now query. Sir, I had exemption in advanced account, but I got, yeah. So another question. If you have written only 3 papers, you will not get any exemption from those 3 papers. For getting exemption, you have to write 4 papers. A lot of students fall in this category. They already have exemption in advanced accounting. Now they have scored 60 plus in 1 or more subjects. Please understand, your marks sheet should have something called as fail exempt. If this does not have fail exempt, you will not get that exemption. You have to write 4 papers to get that exemption. So I hope that is clear. If you have not written 4 papers, you will not get exemption in those papers, right? So that is one more doubt what students have. Now, the critical question on how to prepare. See, this exemption notification has a lot of other details, but they are all very old, 94 syllabus, this syllabus, that syllabus, that you can just ignore. How should we prepare for students who have already written in the November 23 examination? How should they prepare for May 24 examination? That is one thing I want to discuss for some time so that you have clarity. One thing is, you can order for the new material by applying coupon by paying 500 per group. So let examination, let the automatic conversion happen and then you can apply for this. How to prepare? If you have already prepared for accounting and advanced accounting, if you have already prepared and for some reason you have not passed, you need to study only the additional standards. For example, you have to study AS 15, 23, 27, I guess 25, 28. We have a list of that. These standards you have to prepare. The incremental content, we will make it available to you at a very, very reasonable price so that you can actually prepare without the need to buy the full course. Okay, that is one thing. Yes, there is another category of student who are asking, sir, we cleared group 1 and because of which advanced accounting is exempt. And now what should we do for the advanced concepts? What should we do about amalgamation? What should we do about consolidation? What should we do about accounting standards like 4, accounting standard 5, all those advanced accounting standards? For all of you, what we have thought is we'll create one more bridge course kind of a thing which will help you to refresh your knowledge about advanced accounting. Now, is it mandatory to study advanced accounting concepts? Expected to know some of the standards and some of the topics from advanced accounting. Without that, it will be actually be very, very difficult for you at the final level as well. Okay. So to have a strong base, do that. Then corporate and other laws, there are few changes with respect to LLP content being added. Some topics from final being added, FEMA and all. So you have to read through only that. Other content remains the same. When it comes to cost and management accounting, again, very, very few changes. All these changes, we have specific videos where we have discussed what has changed, what has been added, what has been reduced. You can go through it. So there is no major change as far as law other than FEMA and part of LLP being added. Cost and management accounting, few topics here and there removed, few small aspects around automation being added. Taxation, as far as income tax is concerned, your assessment year changes, right? As far as GST is concerned, there is an additional topic called place of supply, and few small topics have been removed, so you can go through that, not much of a challenge. Advanced accounting is anyways gone. Auditing and assurance, there is a lot of focus on ethics related aspect that you have to go through. Okay, so this is a single chapter altogether, a very significant portion from an examination point of view. Apart from that, there are few other changes, but largely ethics and few topics like changes in automated environment and all of that you have to go through. This part is anyways gone. Strategic management. Now here for SM, incremental study will not work because they have done a khichdi, I would say. From this chapter they have moved to another chapter. They have reduced a lot of topics. They have added some more topics, some standalone topics. They have just retained, let us say, 10% of a topic, and remaining topics they have removed. So this, don't try to do additional study. If you are not comfortable in strategic management, my suggestion is to start from zero again, because if you try to do mix and match, this is one subject where there is the maximum change that has happened. If you try to do mix and match, it will be a very, very difficult proposition for the examination, not because IT is strategic management, because the way they have changed the content, right? Then financial management, again, few changes, no need to worry much about that. No need to go into details of or no need to start all over afresh again. So in the entire set of 6 papers, where you need maximum focus for fresh preparation, if you are not confident, is strategic management. Remaining, by covering incremental topics, incremental chapters, you will be able to manage. Sir, I am not yet comfortable, I am not yet confident, I didn't study properly earlier. Then you can consider taking classes of your choice. Okay, so wherever you want to, you can figure that out and you can take the classes. So that is as far as broad strategy for transition as it is concerned. Accounting and advanced accounting, again, a lot more lot more in depth. You have to study all the standards together. Standards like AS 15 has been added for the first time, AS 23, 27, I guess 25 was there, I guess 28, I guess. So some of these standards which have been added afresh in accounting and advanced accounting, that is the new advanced accounting, that is where you have to put extra effort on. And the content has of course increased for advanced accounting. Apart from that, like FM is manageable, cost and management accounting is manageable, audit other than specific chapter like ethics being added, company audit being dropped, right? That is still manageable. Whereas for SM, I would say don't try to do incremental study, right? So that is from my side as far as the broader strategy is concerned. Now, Looking at the questions, exam in May or June, examination will be held in May 3rd week as per our past experience. Okay, it will be held in May 3rd week. I hope the unit level clarity you have got. You have to write in the unit scheme only. And I am repeating for the sake of repetition, the costing marks. If you have passed group 1, the costing marks is irrelevant. The advanced accounting marks, if you have passed group 1, is also irrelevant. Even if you have scored 90-99, it does not have any impact, right? If you want to understand the, these are some FAQs which I have put up, specific FAQs which based on what students have asked. This is there on our website, an app. You can have a look at it. And if you have more doubts, you can add a comment on the blog or add a comment on this particular video, and would be more than happy to discuss that. Anything else you want to ask, you can feel free to ask, or we'll end the session. We'll catch up more often. We'll understand about the strategy. Conversion is automatic, right? So I think they will take 2-3 days time, and then conversion will become automatic. So no need, sorry. Conversion is automatic. Suggest everyone to get certified copies because you need to figure out where it went wrong, what you could have done better. And one thing to all of you, my suggestion would be target 100% syllabus completion, because we have seen students who pass, they have excellent syllabus completion. Students who did not pass have very, very poor syllabus completion. That is one thing you have to keep in mind. Without syllabus completion, don't think you will be able to pass the examination. For someone who have already completed 6 attempts or 7 attempts, you can reconsider whether you want to continue or not, or whether you want to give one more attempt that is still there, that's still open under the new scheme. But then don't stretch too much looking at motivation videos. Yes, some of them pass, but everyone does not pass, right? So if you have to change tracks, if you have to take up additional other qualifications, if you have to take up job, please look into that direction as well. Don't get stuck, especially at a CA enter level. Don't get stuck to one examination or one course, because maybe there are better things which are waiting for you. Out of thousands of students, only few of them who pass after 7 or 8 attempts, right? So there is no point in continuously being hanging around the course. So this one question: I got an exemption in my accounts exam. How much should I score in law, tax and law in order to clear first group? Yes, they will consider your 63 marks of accounts. So if I've scored 63, that marks will be considered, right? So thanks a lot. We'll catch up soon again. Have a good day.